Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Loaves and Fishes virtual annual meeting. I'm Patty Stern, the Executive Director of Loaves and Fishes, and your host for this evening. We're really glad that you joined us tonight to celebrate our 37th year of operation. Pretty impressive for a nonprofit to be in existence for 37 years. It's because all of you, our community, our volunteers and donors, that this organization has stayed so strong for so long. I'm truly sad that we can't all gather together tonight, as we usually do for our annual meeting. We enjoy delicious food and beverages. We hear from some of our clients. We recognize contributions of our amazing volunteers and donors, and just to spend some time together. But these crazy times don't allow us to do that this year, at least not in person. So tonight, get comfortable, have a glass of wine, maybe a bowl of popcorn. Relax and enjoy as we reflect back on another memorable year in the history of the pantry and how, together, we've made a difference. To get us started, I'd like to introduce you to Andrea Myette, the president of our board of directors and my personal support system. She'll say a few words and then announce the recipients of our Founders Award. Andrea?
Welcome to this wonderful event. The board of directors for Loaves and Fishes is made up of volunteers from the 7 communities that we serve. We are the governing group of the pantry, overseeing its mission. Each board member brings something different to the group, but we all share in the goal of providing healthy food to people in need. Tonight, I'd like to tell you about the Founders Award. This award is given every year to Loaves and Fishes food pantry volunteers in appreciation of their longevity and dedication to our mission. Our volunteers are essential to the success of our pantry. And these particular people have been helping Loaves and Fishes for 10 years or more. Please join me in recognizing and thanking these very dedicated people.
Thank you, Andrea, and thank you to each of our Founders Award recipients. Your long-term commitment to Loaves and Fishes is outstanding and very much appreciated. I have had the pleasure of working with our next presenter for the past 11 years. She's a senior member of our staff team who has a knack for thinking outside of the box when we're presented with a challenge. She also brings us much needed sense of humor to our team and always makes us laugh. She's a skilled counselor who's dedicated to her work, and our clients love her. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our Client Services Coordinator, Theresa Wilson.
Thanks, Patty. I truly love working with the clients. They have taught me so much about resiliency, courage, and that kindness matters. It has been an honor and my privilege to work at this amazing organization for the past 11 years. Neighbors helping neighbors is a founding principle of Loaves and Fishes, and it still holds true today. New clients hear about the pantry more often from people they know. And here is Robert's story.
My name is Robert, and I found out about Loaves and Fishes from my next door neighbor. And you don't need to have food stamps in order to come down to Loaves and Fishes. So that's how I found out about it. Excellent variety of food. They have bread, muffins, pasta, PBJs, fresh vegetables, fresh fruit. A little bit of everything is right in the bag, and it does last you for the 2 weeks until it's time again. My favorite meal is, like I said, you start with pasta. And I make the pasta, put the sauce in, which is also provided, and I put in whatever I decide. A little bit of tuna fish one night, a little bit of chicken the next night, along with the fresh vegetables, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of, carrots, just to widen the variety. The staff is super. They are the best, no question about it, in my opinion. They're always friendly, always helpful. Everything is ready, and they're very pleasant. Excellent job. Drive-through, like I said, you drive up, you wait your turn, you take your turn. The food is on the table, you put it in your vehicle, and then you thank them. Make sure you thank everybody that helped you, and then you can just proceed, drive away. 2 thumbs up. Not 1, 2.
Thank you, Robert. If you are a senior and are having difficulty getting to the pantry, please call your local Council on Aging for help. Each town has been sending their Mart bus to our pantry to deliver meals to our clients during the pandemic. We want to thank them for their collaboration, flexibility, and commitment to feeding our neighbors in need. If you or someone you know is struggling and in need of food, please give us a call. We are here to help. Our contact information will be posted at the end of this meeting.
Thanks, Theresa, and thank you, Robert. That's exactly why Loaves and Fishes exists, for our neighbors like Robert and over 800 other families, 2,000 individuals. Without all of you, we wouldn't be able to continue to support them, my neighbors and yours. Our next presenter has just completed her 2nd year on the Loaves and Fishes staff. She is dedicated and gives her all to her job. She's always willing to lend a hand, no matter what the task is. It's my pleasure to introduce Sherrie Forrest, our volunteer coordinator.
Thank you, Patty. Good evening, everyone. This year, 411 volunteers rallied together to keep Loaves and Fishes open, despite the challenges we faced as a result of the pandemic. New volunteers joined our team of seasoned volunteers and together donated over 13,000 hours. You all make a difference and you are appreciated. Thank you for helping us fulfill our mission. Now, we'd like to recognize 20 volunteers who contributed the most hours in the past year. Let's watch.
That's pretty amazing. It's a lot of hours. These 20 individuals served in all capacities: open pantry volunteers, drivers, committee members, board members, clerical folks, marketing, shelf stockers, truck offloaders, the list goes on. Each volunteer is important to us. You are the heart of this organization and a shining example of what is good in our world. In the words of Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Loaves and Fishes volunteers truly make a difference. Our next two presenters are quite a pair. They are key members of our staff team, dedicated to our mission, efficient, hard workers, and all around great guys who are always willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. They are well liked and respected by staff and volunteers alike. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you John Cawley, our food coordinator assistant, and the newest member of our team, Tim Last, our food coordinator in training.
Thank you, Patty. We are happy to present the Grandy Award for Outstanding Volunteer Service, named in honor of Ray and Judy Grandy, two longtime dedicated volunteers with Loaves and Fishes.
This award recognizes an individual who has gone above and beyond the call of duty in serving the mission of Loaves and Fishes Food Pantry.
It honors a person who has made an extraordinary gift of time and skills, a person who has been with our organization for many years, a person that is dependable, flexible, and represents our diversity as an organization.
The person receiving this award today is a leader and deserves our deepest gratitude for the countless ways she serves our clients.
This year's recipient is the epitome of the Grandy Award. She is always ready to step up and do what is needed to fulfill the mission of the pantry with a cheery response of whatever you need. She literally swept away the competition.
We're all honored to present the Grandy Award to our rock star, Andrea Choquette.
Yay, Andrea!
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys are the best. What?
I am.
Did you know about this? How did she know about this? Whoa, this is an honor. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Thanks. Thank you, everyone. It's beautiful. I have no other words to say. You guys are the best. It's a great place to volunteer. I just love working there, and I love everyone there. And Tim, my broom is always ready. It's a joke that Tim and I have. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
We got you, Aldea. What a special lady. I had the pleasure of working with her in another setting, and I was delighted to have her join the Loaves and Fishes team. Aldea is a class act and very deserving of the Grandy Award this year, and I don't want to cry. I always cry. Our next presenter just completed her first year of employment for the pantry. She brings a quiet, gentle calmness to the Loaves and Fishes pantry, along with outstanding counseling skills. We are fortunate to have her on our team, and it's my pleasure to introduce to you our client counselor, Grace Miller.
Thank you, Patty. As you mentioned, I've been here at Loaves and Fishes for a little more than a year, working as a client counselor. I am truly grateful to be here, a part of this caring group of people who make such a tremendous difference to so many. In thinking about what I was going to say this evening, a particular client or two came to mind. One of my first intakes was a young married couple expecting their first child. They recently bought their first home, and then he was laid off from his job due to a company merger. Although they were nervous about the finances, the wife was still working, so they figured things would be okay until the husband got back to work. Then she was put on bed rest for the pregnancy and had to stop working. No income. Savings were quickly being depleted. This couple came into the pantry because they heard about us from their church. They sat down with me for an intake, and upon hearing about the amount of food that they would receive, the wife went to tears. "Thank you so much. We didn't know what we were going to do." I hear these words every day. Another client told me she was down to some pretzels and a bottle of soda when she heard about our pantry. She has been visiting the drive-through for several months now and is profoundly grateful every time she comes through. Some of our clients have health issues, cancer, mental health concerns, veterans. Their stories are endless. The theme is that we all make such a difference to these people. So many are food insecure, many are hungry. Some just need a boost until they can get back on their feet. Others, like our seniors, need ongoing support to supplement fixed incomes. Some of our clients have large families and are even caring for their elderly parents or grandchildren. The food they get from the Loaves and Fishes pantry is indispensable. The help we provide is tremendously appreciated. Every day I'm at the pantry, I'm reminded of the importance of our mission. We are here to help, to feed hungry people. Everyone here is so very dedicated. I am in absolute awe of the commitment our volunteers make and of all the love and caring that they share. Clients are respected, and in turn, they feel good about being here. The client you are about to hear is the mother of 5 boys and has a household total of 9. She's very busy staying home to take care of the children. She hopes to work next year. She has referred others to our pantry and wanted to share some thoughts. Andrea.
Hi, my name is Andrea. We live in Air and our family of 9 people in my house. It's me and my husband, my 5 boys, and my cousin with her son. The food pantry is a blessing in our lives. We have never had a shortage of food on our table, including fruits, vegetables, proteins, and everything we ever need. Loaves and Fishes has always helped us when we needed them. The volunteers are very caring, always smiling, and waiting for us with open arms. They give us hope, and we are very grateful for everything.
So many are struggling, just like Andrea and her family. 15% are seniors. 28% are children. 247 families were new to the pantry last year. And the sad part, we know there are more who need some help. 75% of our clients earn less than $25,000 annually. Can you imagine paying for rent, mortgage, utilities, insurance, putting gas in your car to get to your minimum wage job, and then trying to provide nutritious meals for your children? We've heard how some parents go without a meal so their children can eat. We've heard about the seniors who, after they've paid for their medications, have little left to buy groceries with. As Grace said, we hear these stories every day. With your help, we've been able to provide a basic necessity to these folks: food. Our next presenter embodies the definition of kindness and compassion. He's a regular volunteer who loves to work directly with our clients, but he can also be found using his background as a retired attorney to review our legal documents and keep us compliant. He also serves on our personnel committee, supports us administratively, and is a member of our board of directors. Jim Breslauer.
Thanks, Patty. I'm honored to present the Charlene Van Warmer Award for 2020. Charlene was involved in the pantry since its inception. She was also very involved in the community. This award honors an individual who has made volunteering a focal point in their life. Like Charlene, in whose memory this award has been established, they give selflessly of themselves to the community, including Loaves and Fishes. They are compassionate, generous, and always willing to lend a hand. The recipient of this award will receive an award and $1,000 to pay forward to Loaves and Fishes project of their choice. The donation will be made in both Charlene and their names. The only stipulation is that the award recipient must report back about how they chose to allocate their donation and why. This year's winner meets all of these criteria with room to spare. They've been very active with the pantry on the board, fundraising, and technological support. They're also very involved in the community, participating in the Good Food Walk, their Community Economic Development Committee, Conservation Trust, Farm and Seed Library, Garden Club, and cable TV. For the past 8 summers, they've hosted inner city kids from New York in their homes under the Fresh Air Fund. They volunteered for the Rotary Appleman's Triathlon. They've mentored people for Entrepreneurship for All and done website management and technical and marketing support for Seeds to Plate. I don't know how this person has time to eat. I'm honored to present this year's Charlene Van Warmer Award to Scott Lewis.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Patty. You win.
Yay, good job, guys.
Delighted for this award, and I will have to give a great deal of thought to how to use it. As Jim may have mentioned, it's a pay it forward award, and I can't wait to put some thought to how to put that to good use to continue the kinds of good things that Loaves and Fishes does. So thank you very much, everybody.
I love surprises. It took a lot to surprise Scott, especially because he's a member of our production crew tonight. I told so many fibs to make this happen.
Yeah, she had.
I'm told by Scott's wife, Judith, that he always finds out about surprises, but not this time. Gotcha, Scott. Seriously, though, my personal and sincere thanks for your support, your guidance, your dedication, and patience through the years. You embody the essence of the Charlene Van Warmer Award, and you truly deserve it. Congratulations, Scott. Our next presenter, technical difficulties, hang on. Our next presenter is one of my senior staff members. He is a man of few words, but one who can be counted on to get the job done. He's a doer, a workhorse, and a well-respected member of our team, our food coordinator, Paul Niemira.
Thank you, Patty. It's my honor to present this year's Community Partnership Award. This award goes to the business, organization, or civic group that has made a significant impact on the pantry through their support over the years or through their substantial support during a time of crisis. If truth be told, we would love to give this award to each and every one of our community partners. Our community partners are the foundation of the pantry. They are the base upon which we built this great organization, Loaves and Fishes, to help our neighbors in need. And without their support, I don't think we could exist. And that is especially true this year in our 2 recipients. Back in March, when the COVID-19 crisis hit, we were forced to make a lot of changes at the pantry. We changed from a choice grocery store model to a drive-through model. We were forced to limit the number of our volunteers and staff inside the pantry, which had the impact of limiting our ability to take in and process our donations. In fact, we had to temporarily suspend our donations for a while. As a result, we became very dependent on the Greater Boston Food Bank to restock our shelves. And our dependence grew even greater when local supermarkets had a run on groceries and we were no longer able to buy or purchase from them the supplies we needed. At that point, a real crisis hit the pantry. One of our longtime and dear corporate partner who supplied a truck and driver each week for our Greater Boston Food Bank runs told us they could no longer do so. And we immediately sent out a call for help. And one of the first responders is our recipient, one of the recipients this year. They offered a truck and a driver once a month, more if needed, to make the run into Boston to the Greater Boston Food Bank. What was unique about them, though, was that business did not have a truck that met the specifications for the Greater Boston Food Bank run. So each time they went in, they had to rent a truck, which was an added expense to them. And they did it happily and willingly. In May, we started having trouble with our getting a dock time at the Greater Boston Food Bank. And to show you what endeared me to them most was their attitude on this one occasion. On Monday, I told them, next week, you're scheduled for a run on Tuesday. On Thursday, when I could start the order, I found out I couldn't get a dock time. I had to tell them the run that week was going to be canceled. And their response wasn't, oh, too bad, next time. No, their response was, well, get a dock time on Wednesday or Thursday. I mean, they were focused on helping our neighbors in need. In July, luckily, the Greater Boston Food Bank, realizing that their open system wasn't working because a lot of pantries weren't getting orders in, they went to a set schedule, and we were given the second, fourth, and fifth Tuesday of the month for our runs. I immediately asked this partner, would they be willing to commit to take the fourth Tuesday of every month for the remainder of the year to make that Greater Boston Food Bank run? And they agreed. So it is my honor, because of their support during our most crucial time and crucial need, it is my honor to present, with the gratitude of the board of directors and the staff of Loaves and Fishes, and the heartfelt thanks of all our clients whose cupboards are a lot fuller because of their help, I present this year's Community Partnership Award to Breslauer Oil and Gas and Jeff Bursaw. Our second recipient of the Community Partnership Award has been a supporter of Loaves and Fishes since the year 2014. In that year, they started to offer a gallon of cider to each and every one of our clients at our Thanksgiving distribution. And they did the same for our holiday distribution. And if anybody has been at one of our distribution, you know how large a donation that is. And they have done it every year since. When the COVID-19 crisis hit, they reached out to us and said they wanted to help. And they offered and started donating 120 half-gallon of cider or lemonade each and every week for our clients. And they did this throughout the summer. And Like Breslauer Oil and Gas, when we sent out the help for truck and driver, they stepped right up. They made their scheduled runs each and every time throughout the summer, and sometimes filled in even at the last minute for a partner who couldn't make their run because of business conflicts. So for their support during our critical need period in the COVID crisis, and their help for their support with our Thanksgiving and holiday distribution, I am happy to present this year's Community Partnership Award, again with the gratitude of the staff and the Board of Directors of Loaves and Fishes, and the heartfelt thanks of our neighbors in need who they've helped out through the years. This year's Community Partnership Award to New England Apple and Steve Rouse.
Thank you to both of those wonderful companies. I don't know what we would have done during the pandemic, and it continues. Our sincere thanks to the many community partners that we have, whether they're businesses, houses of worship, schools, community groups. You're all key to our success. Remember I said that I love surprises? Well, we have one more. Some of you may know that one member of our staff has announced his retirement as of the end of December. Paul, this one's for you.
The Board of Directors would like to thank Paul Niemira for his many valued years of service as the food coordinator at Loaves and Fishes Food Pantry.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. I'm totally amazed by everything I've seen you do. You're just an amazing asset to the pantry.
Howdy, Paul. Happy soon-to-be retirement. But please, don't fall into that retirement mindset too soon. I still need that brain of yours sharp to pass along your wealth of knowledge and experience. because those are some big shoes you're leaving behind for me to fill.
Paul, use by date, December 2020. Well, fortunately, like these, you'll never expire. Good luck in retirement. Bye-bye.
Hey, Paul, wishing you a very happy retirement and well-deserved. But in case you think that you're going to sit home on a couch and eat potato chips, got news for you. You're busier when you're retired than when you're not. The best of luck to you. Bye-bye.
Paul,
Hey,
have
Paul.
a happy retirement.
Best of luck.
Yes, best of luck. Enjoy your travels and go someplace nice and warm.
Enjoy.
Thank you for everything for the past 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many years. So thank you for everything.
All right, happy retirement, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Hey, happy retirement. And thanks for all your efforts over the years.
Yes,
Much appreciated.
your passion always showed, and the letter carrier food drive will never be the same without you.
Hi, Paul. This is Cecile.
And Andre,
Congratulations on your retirement.
we enjoyed working with you.
And now enjoy yourself.
Take care.
Hi, Paul. Dean Johnson from Johnson & Sons Poultry Farm in Westminster. It's been a pleasure doing business with you the past 10 years. I hope you enjoy your retirement without a mask on.
Hey, Paul. Best wishes for a long, healthy, happy retirement. Wherever your journey takes you, remember to read the signs. I'll miss you, Paul.
Welcome to retirement, Paul, where every day is a holiday and weekends don't matter. Hey, it's been a long time coming, but you finally made it, so have a great retirement.
Paul, working with you for the past 11 years has been awesome. To say I'm gonna miss you is an understatement. There's been many changes to the pantry over the years, but what has remained constant is your support, friendship, and steadfast commitment to helping our clients. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are the best work husband a girl could ask for. Thank you for always having my back. Enjoy your retirement, buddy. I wish you and Nancy years of fun and amazing adventures ahead. Take care. I miss you already.
Hey, Paul. Happy almost retirement. You know, you still have 2 months to go. Seriously, though, I've enjoyed working with you for the past 11 years, and I want to personally thank you for your dedication and your commitment to the pantry. You've truly made a difference. Happy retirement. Enjoy, relax, and don't be a stranger to the pantry. Take care, Paul.
Thank you. That was wonderful. I'm kind of speechless almost. I'm not gone yet. So thanks, everyone. Thank you for the board, for your support. Over the years, you know, I'm just happy that we had a board that kind of listened to the staff and allowed us to run this organization and build it the way it is. I want to thank Patty and Theresa especially. The three of us, yeah, we formed the basis of a great team. And I am so proud of what we've accomplished over the years. You know, we've taken this pantry from a mom and pop organization that sort of was all over the place, not focused, and we focused it. uh, uh, we really turned it into a first-class operation, and we changed it, you know, from the ground up, literally. I mean, we've changed the pantry physically even. And thank you for your support. It's been an honor working with both of you. I've learned a lot. It's great to have your support, and I hope I had your backs also. You've been great friends. And I'd like to thank the staff. We put together a great team. And I know I'm leaving this pantry in good hands. I want to thank John for coming on board. I really needed your help. I was getting burnt out, and I was so happy when you joined, and I was able to unload some of my work on you. Thank you for your support. Thanks for the rest of the staff. You guys are great. We have a great team, and it makes leaving here a lot easier knowing that we have the staff in place to take this pantry forward into the future. Tim, just short time I've been working with him, I know he's going to be a great replacement. I think he has some skills which I think are needed, you know, computer skills that I'm starting to fall a little bit behind on. And I think that's an area where I think he could help the pantry progress forward. And I'm so glad he's on board. And I want to thank the volunteers and everybody that's at the pantry. It's been a pleasure working with you. It made work so much easier to go to. The friendships, the camaraderie, especially in the back room, you guys are terrific. You made it a wonderful place to work for, and I'm gonna miss it. So, but I'm not leaving completely. Though I'm retiring, I do plan to be on board, volunteering if the board and the staff will let me. But I plan to be around enough. You're not seeing the end of me. So I'll support whatever we go forward. And thank you so much for the years. It's been great.
Let me compose myself. Okay. Thanks, Paul. What a well-deserved tribute. I will miss you every time I pass the freezer, the first place to look when folks can't find you. Chris Paul, did you check the freezer? Moving on. The pandemic has brought many families to our pantry due to a sudden job loss or a reduction in their work hours. Many of them would not have ever imagined they would be in need of a food pantry. Although it can be difficult to ask for help, the clients report the kindness and support from the volunteers and staff is as important as the nutritious groceries they receive. There are no income requirements, just the willingness to show up at the pantry on a session. Clients will receive groceries, information on other helpful resources beyond food, and most importantly, hope. Here is Hank's story.
Hello, my name is Hank, and I'm going to tell you about my life and how it was changed for the better. I never planned or thought that I'd end up at a food pantry, but life happened, and I didn't know where to turn. Just a year ago, my family and I were happy and comfortable. My wife and I lived in a modest home with our 2 teenage daughters. I was in construction, and my wife was in food services. Although we lived paycheck to paycheck, we had enough food, and we were able to pay the bills. Everything seemed to be going okay for us until our world turned upside down overnight. It all started when I was diagnosed with a serious health issue, which eventually prevented me from even working. My benefits helped out for a while, but eventually they ran out, and we were forced to use our modest savings and even our retirement funds to just pay my health bills. It didn't really leave us much to live on, other than my wife's salary. I guess the breaking point for our family was when my wife lost her job. It was simply too much for us to take. We struggled to pay the bills, and we started to receive a lot of shut-off notices. Having any money to buy food was impossible. We ate a lot of soup and noodles. The girls used to joke about which flavor we'd try tonight. There were nights when I went hungry so that my family could eat. It took a toll on us all, both physically and mentally, and eventually our marriage suffered. We were desperate. There were days when I wanted to give up, but I couldn't, because my family needed me. That was my job to provide. The pandemic only made things worse. One day, a close family friend mentioned Loaves and Fish's pantry at Devon's and encouraged me to check them out. I'd seen the building driving by to work, but I struggled with the thought of getting food from a food pantry. What if someone recognized me? Would they judge me? Would I even qualify? How does it all work? Would the food I received be spoiled? I figured that finding out had to be better than living on just soup and noodles. So I dug deep, swallowed my pride, and called the pantry. I realized that even though the pandemic raged on in our country, that the pantry was still open, providing nutritious food. When I called the pantry, a nice person answered and asked me some simple questions about where I lived and how many people were in my family. It was as easy as that. They also told me that since I live in Littleton, that I could visit the pantry twice a month. That was the kind of good news that my family needed. I wouldn't have to choose between heating the house, buying my expensive medications, and feeding my family. What a relief. They instructed me to come by to the pantry between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. on a specific day, and that I would line up and wait in my car along Barnum Road on the side of the post office. Because of COVID-19, instead of standing outside on a food distribution day, then shopping in the pantry, they've created a streamlined drive-through process to distribute the food in a no-contact check-in manner. As I continued my approach to the pantry, a friendly volunteer with a mask and gloves greeted me and asked some basic questions. They also asked if I needed any information about other local community agencies. I was unaware of these opportunities which might help my family through our current problems. I was directed to drive around the back of the pantry building and load my prepackaged groceries into my car. As I turned the corner to load my food bags, I watched other clients being helped. I saw people loading groceries that were dressed like me, and I wondered what their stories were like. Maybe they were just like me, discovering new opportunities to grow. When it was my turn, I couldn't believe the number of food bags that I loaded into my car. There had to be at least $250 worth of groceries, canned and boxed items, but also fresh produce, frozen meats, bread and pastry, and even personal care items. Since then, my wife and I have visited the pantry twice each month until my health improved, and my wife at least has returned to work. We're still recovering from the financial strain we experienced, but with the help of the local Littleton Elder and Human Services, we're better now. It was the worst time of our lives, yet the best time that we learned to appreciate the simple things, the gifts we give and share with each other. We're thankful for a lot, and at the top of our list of what we're most grateful for is Loaves and Fishes. Our sincere thanks to the staff and to the volunteers who give so generously of their time, and to the many donors some who are local businesses that support the food program. In our time of need, Loaves and Fishes was there for us with not only food, but also compassion and support. Because of all of you, we were given the gift of hope, and we thank you.
Maybe you know someone like Hank, or maybe you've had similar struggles. Together as a community, we helped Hank. That's what Loaves and Fishes has done for 37 years. The cast may have changed through the years, but the mission remains to provide a basic need, food. Well, that's it for tonight. We made it through not only our virtual annual meeting, but more importantly, a very challenging year, both for the pantry and in our world in general. There's much to be sad, anxious, and even angry about these days. However, there are also many reasons to be grateful. Sometimes adversity brings out the best in all of us, and that is exactly what we have witnessed at Loaves and Fishes. Together, we converted the pantry to a no-touch drive-through operation in order to remain open during the pandemic. Volunteers were flexible and understanding as we worked through many challenges. Donors were extraordinarily generous, and our community, they rallied to support our neighbors who were struggling to make ends meet. People like the ones we heard about tonight, Robert, Andrea, Hank. So the next time you're feeling down or overwhelmed, think of those less fortunate than you. Some are earning minimum wage and trying to stretch their hard-earned dollars to pay their mounting bills. Some have lost jobs and are in danger of losing their homes. Some are seniors living on a fixed income. After a life of hard work, they're now faced with difficult decisions about paying their rent, buying oil to heat their home, or purchasing their medications. Others have health challenges, like Joe, who visited the pantry last week with his oxygen tank in hand. Joe's health is deteriorating quickly, and he knows his time is short. He wanted to say goodbye and thank you. Thank you from Joe. Thank you from all of our clients. Thank you from the board of directors and the staff. Without your support, we couldn't have helped our neighbors like Joe. Together, we provided nutritious groceries to our neighbors who were struggling. Together, we provided hope. Together, we made a difference. My sincere thanks to each of you for spending some time with us tonight. Thank you for the gift of your support, and my very best for good health and peace. Good night.